These fans are unreal. Absolutely brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome along to the Football Martin channel. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Make sure you smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Football content galore on my channel. It's Ipswich Town versus Southampton today in the Premier League. It's 7:30, it's a little bit nippy. I'm gonna go grab a coffee in Starbucks in a minute before I hit the road. I'm waiting to be picked up in Southampton by controversial Chris, my friend, and I'm looking forward to an away day today. You can enjoy it with us on the match day vlog today. Well, history is on the line yet again if you're a Southampton fan. 6 points on the board at the moment. That's the lowest tally after 23 games of any side in the Premier League's history. Derby County, that season they got that record low, had 7 at this stage. Ivan Juric, he's lost his opening 6 Premier League games. No other manager other than one has done that in Premier League history. A 7th consecutive defeat today would break history for Southampton. They've never lost 7 games consecutively in the Premier League history that we do not want to be breaking. Ipswich Town, they come up with Southampton last year and they were really good in the Championship last season. 2 back-to-back promotions for them, something that Southampton have done as well, something of greater days in time gone by. The Saints did it, Ipswich have done it, and they're trying to establish themselves in the Premier League. It is mighty tough, but they're giving themselves a hell of a chance. A win for them today, and they will really, really start believing, but they have to beat Southampton today. I reckon it will be a bouncing atmosphere inside Portman Road. Come with me as we head to Portman Road in Ipswich. I do often think to myself, why am I doing this? Why am I going to watch us away again? I've not seen us win away all season. It's been horrific, but I love an away day. There's something special about a football away day. So I want to know in the comments box below, what is your favourite ever away day? No matter who you support, you don't have to be a Southampton fan. You could be an Ipswich fan tuning in. Newcastle, got loads of Newcastle fans that tune in. Drop it in the comments box below, your favourite ever football away day that you've ever been to. We've stopped at the services, going to grab a coffee with Chris, and I thought it was a good chance just to have a quick chat with controversial Chris, the legend on the channel. Chris, what do you love about an away day the most?
Everything, mate. Spending time with friends, getting on the lash if you're not driving, new ground, well, no new grounds this season, but new grounds, and hoping for an away day win, really.
Away day wins, is there any danger of Saints getting an away day win today? Ivan Juric, I was saying at the top of the vlog today, he's yet to win a game, yet to get a point. Southampton 6 games consecutively beaten. If they go 7 today, it will break history actually for the club.
I think Ipswich should be too strong for us today. They're at home, they're going to have the crowd behind them, and I just don't think we've got enough about us. We are playing better, as stupid as it sounds, 6 defeats in a row. We are playing better under Juric than what we did under Martin, but I just don't think we've got the quality.
No, I agree. Could be some debuts today. Talking of potentially Albert Grombeck coming in. He's a new signing, and talks of the left back Wellington.
I like that. I think if the new midfielder comes in, he should really take the place of Joe Aribo. Aribo's been very ordinary the last few games. And the left back, it looks like Charlie Taylor might be off, so there could be a space there. I just hope Kyle Walker-Peters is in the team and playing at right back, really. That's all I hope today, where he should be. There's
a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about, and one of those was Kyle Walker-Peters. A lot of talk this week that he's probably going to run down his contract with Southampton and stay with us. Would you, if you could sell him, would you sell him now and get some money for him, or would you just hold on to him and let him go at the end of the season?
For his loyalty last season, I'd hold on to him and let him go at the end of the season. He was fantastic last season. He showed a bit of class staying with us. So I have nothing against Kyle Walker-Peters if he runs his contract down, and it would be nice to say a proper goodbye to him at the end of the season as well. He deserves better. Yeah. He really does. He's been ordinary this season. He hasn't been great, but he's been played out of position by both the managers. So I think I would like to see him last game at St Mary's given the send-off he deserves from the Saints fans.
Probably play out of position because recruitment's been so bad that just Yuki Sugawara hasn't been good enough. Let's talk about summer signings. Weren't the greatest. We looked potentially, and I've been talking about this a lot on the channel this week, is Cameron Archer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk that Leeds want Cameron Archer, and Saints are potentially, there's mixed reports that he could go before Monday. Thoughts on that one?
I think he's been, we were saying in the car on the way up, I think he's been a little bit mismanaged, but I don't think he's got the quality. If Aston Villa aren't going to sell players like Cameron Archer if he's got what they want. And this is a problem. I think that we're in a position with Sports Republic where we pick up players that are not, I don't want to say the dregs, but we pick up players that aren't good enough for the team we're playing at, hoping they'll be good enough to play for us, and they're not. And we paid a lot of money for Cameron Archer as well. It's a shame it hasn't worked out because he did look like he had potential, but again, mismanagement. It's just the management have got a lot to answer for in this season, and Juric came into a horrible situation. And you know, it's nice that the Saints fans aren't calling for Juric's head because hopefully they understand that all this is a legacy of somebody else.
Yeah, it's just a mess built up over a period of time. We were talking in the car on the way up, and you made a good point, talking about trying to change style of play. We've gone from being a possession-based side to a team that are not going to have the, we don't want the ball as much, but we need to work harder, and it's going to take a while to coach that out of players, isn't it?
Yeah, well, like I said, I read that article that said it will take 3 months for them to forget how they played under Russell Martin, and I think we showed at times last week, especially, and I don't want to single him out, but I will. Harwood Bellis was very guilty last week of playing the Russell Martin way again. And he took a bit of stick from the fans. And
he's not stepped up, has he?
No, no. The two big players that we wanted over the summer in Flynn Downs and Harwood Bellis have been very disappointing at this level. And again, is it because if Harwood Bellis was good enough, he'd be in? If Flynn Downs was good enough, he'd be in the West Ham team. Yeah. If Harwood Bellis was good enough, he'd be in the Man City team. We're paying a lot of money for average players, and the recruitment has shown. I think if Archer goes, that'll be 3 or 4 that Russell Martin signed in the summer that have gone, because it looks like Charlie Taylor's going. God, wow, that was brilliant when he went.
Cornet's gone.
Yeah, horrific signings, absolutely horrific signings, and it shows maybe the level that Russell Martin was at when it comes to recruiting players. We need a director of football. We need this black box back again of our scouts going out and identifying players, because that's how we picked up players like Pella, Mane, Tadic, better quality players. It did take a while to settle in, but if we are going to be a selling club, we need to be finding quality, developing that quality, and then selling them on for good money. Because at the moment we're finding crap, making it crapper, and getting away with it, really. So it's not good enough at the moment. But hopefully, whatever happens, we'll be able to rebuild a bit next season. I think if Juric is staying, I think he'll be able to put his stamp on it.
He will, from what Dragon said this week.
Well, I hope so. I don't think Juric has done anything wrong. He has inherited a very average squad who are very low on confidence, who played a horrific style of football under Russell Martin, and he's had to try and change that. And like I say, even though we have lost 6 games in a row, we are playing better. Yeah. But we only play better for periods of games. We play, Nottingham Forest, terrible in the first half, looked like a Sunday side. Yeah. Second half, we were really good. Spells against Newcastle, we were really, really good. But 2 amazing defence-splitting passes from Newcastle did us for their second and third goal. Yeah. Newcastle,
they were good, Newcastle, weren't they?
Yeah, they're a well-drilled side, and that's what, hopefully... I can't see there be too many players that will get the opportunity to go if we go down. Rambo will go because he's too good for that level. But other than him, Paul Inacho, maybe Sulemana will probably go. But other than that, we're going to be left with pretty much the nucleus of the squad we had last season.
Do you think Tyler will go in January?
No, I think he'll go in the summer. Yeah. Because he's just coming back from injury again. Unless a deal was done very quickly between now and the end of the window, I can't see it. But Spurs have been the one that have been more sort of vocal about him, but saying that they'll loan him back if they do sign him. So, don't know. It's going to be an interesting couple of days until the transfer window ends. But I can't see too many ins and outs for Saints, really. Yeah, no, I think you're right. That was controversial, Chris, on the match day vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. Time to get back on the road. We're about an hour away from Ipswich.
team news from inside the car. We're not quite at Ipswich yet. The traffic has been absolutely murderous to get to Ipswich. Not the easiest place to get to, but team news is in, and there's some big changes today. Because, there's 3 big changes today. Albert Grombeck comes in for his debut. Wellington gets his debut as well. It looks like they could potentially play by Paul Onuachu, who plays in up top. Kamaldeen Tilemana makes the bench. So does Tyler Dibbling as well. But the big absentees are no Cameron Archer and no Flynn Downs. Rumours that both have missed a bit of training this week, and that's the reason that they're not involved. But we do know that Cameron Archer is subject to a lot of speculation at the moment around his future and that potential move to Leeds United. Good to see Dibbling back involved, but there you go. That's the Saints team news. We're not far away now. We'll be there probably in around 2 or 3 minutes' time. Bumped into a channel regular and a good friend of mine, Sam. Sam, good to see you, mate. Good trip up?
Yeah, good trip. Quite clean, to be fair. Did it in about 3 hours, so more than happy than that.
Yeah, mate. Right, team news is in. I was chatting about it. We were in the car when the team news come in. Wellington makes his debut. Albert Grombeck comes into midfield. Big, innit? Big gamble to bring in 2 for a debut. Do you just feel you need to give other people an opportunity?
Yeah, you do. I can see why we've done it. We haven't known our best 11 all season, have we really? You could question that. But yeah, it is a bit of a gamble. 2 new signings from the get-go. I'm excited to see how they pan out, but yeah, it is a bit risky overall, isn't it?
No Cameron Archer, he misses out. They say he's injured or he's not trained every day. Looks like he's going to go, Sam. Few thoughts on that? I've been asking people's opinions on it.
Yeah, I didn't see him get off the bus earlier. Yeah, it's quite clear he's off to Leeds.
Disappointed to see him go, only been here 6 months, showed a bit of promise.
Yeah, he has. I mean, no one's been really that promising, but you could highlight him as one of the ones which has given him something, and I think it has been unfair that we have just left him on the bench ahead of the likes of like Adam Armstrong, which has been playing every single week and has done absolutely nothing. So yeah, it's a bit unfair on the lad, really.
Yeah, that was Sam. Sam, thank you for joining me, mate. By Portman Road. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a decent stadium.
Good away section.
Yeah, apart from down there, you can't really see anything, but up here, it's actually a good view.
Yeah, we're in the first row at the top, in the top tier for the away fans. Coey, what's your thoughts on the team and score prediction?
I don't really know what's going to happen. It doesn't really bother me
Think
anymore.
we can get 3 points?
We'd be lucky to get a draw today, to be honest. But yeah, I'm hoping for 3 points. But let's see what happens. Hopefully, we don't lose 7 in a row.
Saints are 1-0 up. They are 1-0 up. Joe Aribo with the goal. It was a cross from Fernandez. Come off the defender, and he is a half volley. It's the first proper attack of the game as well. They've been very nervous. Ipswich, very, very nervous. But Wellington at left back for Southampton looks good. Bit of a Ryan Bertrand type player. He looks quite big and quite strong, and it looks a lot bigger in the flesh than I thought he was going to. As the Saints fans sing, if you love Norwich, sit down. But it's gone very, very quiet inside Portman Road. In! Header! Saints are well on top. Look at the runner! Oh, he's got it behind! Fucking hell! Never lasted long. Ipswich are back in it. The game's just come to life, and they could have been 2-1 out. Liam Delap scores the goal for Ipswich, no surprise there. He beats Ben Narek. And Ben Narek's done a good job on him up till now, but he beats him for pace, and he's in one-on-one with the keeper, and he's not missing from where he did. And then they go through again, Ipswich, and they could score again. Look, Chipwood gets done this time, but have to respond better when you let goals in, don't you? Not only is it a basement battle, it's a battle of the two worst defences in the division. Saints drew first blood through Joe Aribo, who I've been criticised a bit recently. I did tweet about him. I said since he signed, the fact he'd been a bit of a disappointment. As a guy on X, he had to retweet my tweet when he scored. No, I knew he was going to. But then the first thing he did after he did score was give the ball away anyway. I think I'm correct in what I said. He's had an okay first half, Joe Aribo. Took his goal out, it was a half volley, had to score that really, bit of time to put it in the back of the net. Their goalkeeper's not brilliant at all, but Saints have a massive mentality issue, can't hold on, and no surprise that the man that we needed to sign in the summer, Liam Delap, beats. Saints play a high line, they're quite high, sort of, well, away fans are stood, stroke, sat. Saints are trying to play a high line, and he goes and beats Jan Bednarek for pace, and he's got a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. They have a couple of more chances. They could have been in the lead, and they probably deserve to be in the lead, actually, to Ipswich. Broadhead had a chance just at the end of that second half. As the guy nearly breaks my camera as he walks past. Yeah, he had a good chance. Broadhead at the end, he got a bit scrappy, but just defensively a bit poor at times. Harwood Bellis was limping around at the end. He spent the majority of the half, and I agree with Glenn Decor, who I saw his tweet a little while ago, who spent the majority of the half moaning at others for his own mistakes. I think he'd come off. Jack Stevens was warming up along with Armel Bella-Kotchap, but I do believe it'd be Jack Stevens that'll come on. I don't think it'd continue. Making his debut today, or two making their debuts. We're talking about Wellington, the left back. He's had a fairly decent half, actually. Looks quite strong. He's got stuck in, and it's nice to see a left footer playing at left back. Carl Walker-Peters at right back. It's much more comfortable. Gives us a bit of balance. Albert Grombeck, he struggled to get in the game. Showed some nice touches at times. He's quite a skinny lad. Not loads of physicality, but I expected that from hearing and doing the research I did before, as we were signing him. But it's been a quite a good end to the game actually. Once Saints scored, the game opened up. They're a little bit nervy, Ipswich. I think it'd be a really good second half. Saints should easily win this if we could get Silamana on for the pace and get around Onuachu. We haven't got anyone around Onuachu yet. That's probably been the biggest letdown, is getting someone in and around Paul Onuachu and feed off him. He's held the ball up quite well at times, but it is half time. I'm really enjoying this away day. Decent atmosphere. They've been good, the Town fans, no matter what you say. It's a really nice old school stadium. It's one of my favourite away days actually. It's right up there behind Nottingham Forest, without any doubt. It's been good so far. And Jack Stevens has gone down injured now. Could this be the time for Armel Bella-Kotchap? Not sure what happened to Stevens, but Saints have weathered a bit of a storm. Ipswich have come out really, really well. Started the second half, they look the better side at this moment in time. Saints a little bit, just not at the races. Albert Grombeck, get a chance to have a good look at him this second half. He's playing in front of me. He's lightweight. I don't see how he fits in, but hey, that's just my thoughts on it. Jack Stevens is back up. Looks like Saints are ready in a couple of substitutes. Looks like Smallbone's coming on. Midfield, they're struggling to get hold of midfielder Saints at the moment. Morty's running through several times, just ran straight through. No one going with him. Broadhead and Hutchinson just starting to get in the game a bit now. It's Jack Stevens that is going off. Jack Stevens is going off, and it is Will Smallbone coming on. What on earth are we doing at the back here? What are we doing? It looks like it's going to be James Bree and Bednarek, who have both got beaten loads. What, are you going to have James Bree up against Delap? Surely not. What are we doing? You just know we're going to collapse. You just know it. So still a back three. It's a Rebo, Bednarek, Bree, and then it's the same two wing backs. I don't know what the manager's doing here. Yes! What the fuck is that? They're coming on strong now. Shoot scores for the Saints. Are we about to win our second game of the season? Really? Cito's been brilliant, I think, for Ipswich today. He looks a really good player, but they have to win this. They can't afford to lose this. And they've got 6 minutes to rescue anything from this game. But they will throw the kitchen sink at Southampton now, there's no doubt about that. But they haven't been good enough, Ipswich, today. Saints haven't been great, but they've been better than Ipswich. But judging on this, I'll say Ipswich struggle to stay up. I really will. I don't think they'll stay up. They haven't been good enough. And you've got to beat the side that's bottom with one win all season. These fans are unreal. These Saints fans are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, yeah! We've got to win! Fucking get it! Fucking get it! I'm back in Southampton. Hope you've enjoyed the matchday vlog. It's been an absolute blast. To get a win at last is such a good feeling. And today's win has to be all about the Southampton fans. That is for the Saints fans. The fans that have travelled up and down the country all season and had nothing to cheer about. We've been so poor this season, but to get a win at Ipswich, and after what happened there last year as well, you know, them shouting it's happened again down at St Mary's in that last second winner by Morsey in September. But for us to beat them today, and you know what, that's probably put a nail in their coffin, really. I think they get relegated along with us and Leicester. Leicester getting beaten heavily today, but they will probably go down with us. I thought Delap played well to start with until Bednarek went through him a couple of times. The big Bednarek put him out of the game, really. I know he got done for the goal, Bednarek, but I'll break it all down. We'll go into a bit more detail on the match, not on the matchday vlog, but in my final word show, which is going to go out on Sunday at around 8 PM. I'll do a full breakdown on the game and give some more thoughts, give some player ratings and bits as well. But just wrapping up this matchday vlog, I hope you've enjoyed it. I loved Portman Road. Brilliant away day. I thought the fans were a bit quiet after half time, though they got going a bit. It's a funny ground because of where the away fans are situated, but actually I had one of the best seats at an away game I've had. Where I was stood, it was just brilliant on that upper tier, front row. It was a really good atmosphere. The Saints fans made it immense today. They were just so good. A really nice group of people around Ipswich as well, nice fan base. And it was probably up there with Forest is my favourite away day, but that's my second favourite ground for away day. Just the atmosphere, old school ground. Massive shout out to Sean. Thank you for car parking, showing us around, mate. You're an absolute legend. Chris, Claire, Chloe, who I travel with today. Chris has been on the channel. Claire drove us there and back, and we had just, yeah, it was magnificent just to get a win. It's a break from the league next weekend. It's Burnley in the FA Cup. They were on the south coast today, drew with Portsmouth, so we better not lose to them next week. Hopefully we can get a result. Hopefully we can see. I didn't mention him, but I thought Wellington played well today. Albert Grombeck's not. Yeah, I'll talk about him more in my video tomorrow. Little way to go with him, but hopefully he'll be good as well. But that's it. Matchday vlog is at an end. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you do smash a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel as well. More matchday vlogs coming up next weekend for the Burnley game. And there'll be loads of content throughout the week as well. It's transfer deadline day on Monday. I will be covering that and be all over it. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Martin Sanders. This is the Football Martin channel, and this was my matchday vlog of Ipswich Town versus Southampton.